From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for Fields. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Fields on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to his right. He's going to let this one go down the right sideline.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. He has room past the 25. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Another throw for Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fields now on third. Cut near the goal line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Fields out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for George Pickens that time. It's second and goal.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Rams are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. John Parker Romo out to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another run for Williams. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw now. He has the 1st over the middle. To the house, touchdown LA! The Rams cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Fields on 1st down. He's on the move. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. This finds Austin complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, a lot of throws come in his direction, and they come out quickly. Didn't have a lot of time to step in front of them. It really takes great reactionary time, great intuition, spatial awareness to get a pick out of the slot, and he should be applauded for his efforts on that play.
Here's Fields to throw. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Fields looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Fields. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He can run it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Second and 6 coming up here. Running right, it's Williams. Across the 45 and still going. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Coming off that carry, I I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking to the air here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Oh, he lost the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams trying to make some noise before halftime. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Field throwing here. That's caught. He found some space. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. He's going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down 9. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Sly's kick is up and good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going left side, Williams with it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. From the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Fields out of the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Fields. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first and 10, it's Fields. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Here's Fields. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
On third and goal, here's Fields. Chased out to his right. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Romo adds the point after. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He'll cobble together a yard there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumps it off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw for Fields. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Rams will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Wide open down the field, and he has it. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Metton stopped by Alex Highsmith. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So worth. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. It's taken in by Williams. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's going to be brought down after a small gain to the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Fields to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Rams will take possession. They've got 1st down from the 31. A handoff for Williams, running left. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quincy Williams has it.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 23. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
While they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate, don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Looking to throw it. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Now to throw. Cup on the catch. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another carry for him. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.